Guys, welcome back once again to MCN. It's your boy, MrCandyLuv, with another reaction video. And today is from Lara, yeah? Lara, yeah? Ina is cool guy. Actually, Ina is a Puerto Rican, yeah? I believe he's a Puerto Rican, yeah? I've listened to his comedy once, and it was awesome. He speaks Spanish. I could remember one of his comedian when, I don't know if it is really this one, no, not this one. He said, when the Latinos, when they speak Spanish around him, to avoid him for him not to hear what they are saying, and in the middle of the conversation he would just throw in a word and they'd be like, sure, a black guy speaking a Hispanic is not that common, but it's the Puerto Rican. Puerto Ricans, they have blacks, they have mixed ways, Yeah, anyway, let me not just keep ranting about this guy. Let's just watch and see how cool he is. And today's title of his comedy today is a racist Uber driver. Tupac influence. Okay, Tupac influence and fake funeral. So let's see and see how it goes. Guys, before we dive in, I want to remind you guys to subscribe to this channel. Click likes on this video. Share this video. Leave a comment. If there is any video you would like me to react, leave a comment. Leave a suggestion. Or you can inbox me on Instagram at MrCandyLuv. Or on TikTok, yeah, at Instagram, at MrCandyLuv, yeah, or on Facebook also at MrCandyLuv. Guys, I love you guys. Let's grow this channel. Subscribe to my channel, and here we go.
I speak Spanish too. I'm fluent in Spanish. I don't tell people. I like to surprise them. Because one of the perks about being black.
Hold on, I think this is it. This is it. It's one of these. No, let's see. Yeah, it's this.
I can be fluent in Spanish is occasionally you get to hear other Spanish people say racist shit about you right to your face. That's always a good experience. Sometimes it can get weird. Like one time I was in an Uber and the driver was on the phone and he said something about me in Spanish. So when he got off the phone, I tried to let him know, like, yo, I understood what you said about me. And then he tried to pretend that he didn't understand Spanish. I was like, but I just heard you. I heard you speaking Spanish. Yeah, and you're wearing 3 rosaries.
That's what I was talking about.
I know you understand Spanish, Alejandro.
Oh my God.
Thank you. I'm in a good mood too. Like a lot of people, I'm always in a good mood. That's kind of my thing. Like I'm always happy. I'm always very positive. People think it's weird. A lot of people ask me like, "Hey, you're never angry. Are you in therapy? Like, how come you're never angry?" I don't do therapy. This is how I deal with my aggression. You guys can try it if you like. Before I leave my house, I like to listen to at least 45 minutes of gangster rap music. That's black people therapy. That's how we work on our issues. Talking about gunshots and police sirens. It's like a white noise machine for us. It makes us feel centered. You know? And I like old school rap. That's my favorite. I like old school. Like Tupac is my favorite rapper. I love Tupac. He's been dead over 20 years, but his music still makes you relate to things you've never been through. Stuff you never experienced, you hear Tupac talk about it, you're like, yeah, I know what you mean, Tupac.
Most of his messages,
my favorite Dear Mama. Dear Mama, that's a song he writes to his mom. In it, he got a line where he says to his mom, he says, even as a crack fiend, mama, you always were a black queen. Mama. And I don't think my mom's ever tried crack. But that did not stop me from writing those lyrics on her Mother's Day card.
I hope you got what he said. There is a line people said, even though you're a crack, you do crack, you do coke, you do crack, you're still a black queen, He said his own mother hasn't never touched crack or do drugs. But he still writes it on a birthday gift or birthday present. Come on. Oh my God.
Tupac had me inspired. I was like, wait till you read this, man. This is from the heart. I mean this. I like to joke around with my mom like that because she doesn't understand. My mom speaks Spanish. That's her language. She was born in the Dominican Republic. But she moved to this country as a teenager. So she's been living in the United States for over 45 years now.
Wow.
Still don't speak a word of English. People think that's lazy. I think that takes skill. You know how committed you gotta be? To live somewhere for 45 years and not pick up on a single word? That takes Navy SEAL level training. And I don't know why we say that to immigrants anyway. That's what we expect from immigrants. We're like, if you're going to move to this country, you got to learn our language and adapt to our culture. We say that. America, the country that won't adapt to the metric system. The international unit for measuring. We're like, yeah, we're not going to learn that. And the rest of the world, they try to convince us. You ever traveled abroad? They try to talk you into it. They're like, look, kilometers is a lot easier. And we're like, yeah, but we already made our signs. I'm sorry. We can't change. You guys got to change. I'm sorry. I think not adapting to society is the most American thing you could do. And I'm a proud American. I was born and raised in New York City. And if I ever had to live in another country, I ain't adapting to shit. I'm bringing New York City with me. I got a New York attitude. I can't live anywhere else. I could be in the nicest place. I could be in Canada. I get on the train pissed off for no reason. Like, yo, why nobody masturbating in here?
You know, that's one thing about New York, man. New York is where you see the most craziest people in your life. People, oh my God, people bring homemade food in the train. Yeah. Nobody eats in the train. No, you don't eat if there is a sign there. Don't eat in the train. People bring home. People do it a lot. People sleep in the train like their own. Where they sleep like have their nap in the train. Not like you're going to work and you're tired. You just slept. That one is different. I mean, intentionally come with their sleeping bag to sleep in the train in New York.
Nobody masturbates on your trains? I don't feel safe. Take me home. I don't like it. What you guys hiding? I don't like it. I think that's one of the perks about being from New York City. A lot of people don't like New York because it's not that we're bad people. It's just we deal with so many weirdos on a daily basis. It's tough for us to care about what the rest of the country cares about. Like I travel now, I go all over the country, places in this country, people are arguing about gender pronouns. That's ridiculous. People will argue with you about how you want to be addressed. That's crazy. In New York, nobody's arguing about that. You want me to call you they? I'll call you they. There's a crackhead in my neighborhood I gotta call Beyonce. What did he go by? He told us one day at the bus stop. He was like, yo, my name is Beyonce. And then he started peeing on the bus. Everybody was like, oh, Beyonce, lemonade, we got it. We don't got time to argue with you. We gotta go to work. This is New York City.
You know, this is what my father told me once. He said, yes. When you say okay, he said okay. When you say okay, there's no problem. He said, when you say no, why that? He said, even when people say something they don't like, just say okay, or yes. You know what you're gonna do on your own. But when you say yes, agree to whatever they brought or they threw at you, like, okay, yes, they say we have no problem. That's exactly what is happening here in New York.
I'll call you whatever you want to be called. One time it got awkward. One time this dude wanted me to call him King. He told me his name was King Jonathan. And I had no problem. I was like, I'll call you King, but I wanted to make sure. I was like, are you sure that your first name is King? He got upset that I even questioned him. He's like, don't worry if my name is King, okay? I think a king is somebody who knows their worth, and I know how much I'm worth, so I consider myself a king. I was like, that's fine. But Uber says I need to look for a Jonathan. I don't know if you want to send them an email and let them know about your kingdom, but they probably don't know. Because you drive a Toyota Corolla.
Oh my God.
That's why I love being from this city. A lot of people complain about the cost of living here, which is true. Cost of living is very high. Rent is very high. But that's one of the benefits of having a high cost of living. Nobody judges you by what you do here. If you survive in New York, people kind of just encourage it. Like, all right, get it how you can get it, you know? Like, there's this dude on my block that sells waters. He sells those $1 Pullman spring bottles with water. He's been selling waters for like 5 years. I never bought a water from him. I always kind of just walk right by him. The other day I was walking by, he stopped me. He was like, hey man, do you live on this block? And I was like, yeah, I live right up the street. And he was like, then you should definitely buy a water from me, because I could easily be on your corner selling drugs. I was like, you easily could be selling drugs? Then you should be selling drugs.
Easily.
Like, this is New York City. You gotta have ambition to make it in New York City.
Yes, it's easily. You can easily say that so.
Pay your rent with waters. I'm in a good place too. I'm trying to figure it out right now. I just turned 29. I'm 29. No kids, not married. My family thinks right now is the perfect time to start thinking about having a kid because I come from a very traditional family. Like my grandparents, they just celebrated 59 years of being together. Yeah, I know. And they're Hispanic, so they're thinking about getting married.
Oh my God! Listen, actually, this is why people think. See, people that have been together have children. Grown-ups, their children have children, and they are together. Yes, they are not married. Their grandma, grandpa, if not grandpa, they are still not married.
My grandmother might be the one.
I was like, this Hispanic girl I dated. That was what she wanted. She wanted us to date, like, be partners and not get married, like, all our life, have children. I said, no, I'm not into that shit, I liked her a lot. But it was like, no, this is the condition. I was like, no, I can't do that, It's not for me.
I'm 29 with no kids, but to be honest, none of my friends have kids neither. I think millennials just decided we're not going to have kids. We're like, yeah, society should just end after us. Like, it's been a good run. We're like, this is it. It's gone on long enough. We'll make up any excuse not to have a kid. You ever spoke to a millennial about having a kid, they get offended. They take it as an offense. Starting a family is offensive to them. I was talking to my boy the other day. He's like, Ian, with everything going on today, I don't know if I could bring a baby into this world. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, you don't watch the news? This country could go to war at any minute. And I was like, yeah, but things got to get pretty out of hand before they consider sending your baby off to war. What exactly are you worried about?
Right.
And my dad gets mad at me because he was 26 when he had his first kid. I'm 29, no kid, no sign of having a kid. He's like, Ian, you don't get tired of working all day and not having something to come home to? Like, as a man, don't you want something at home waiting for you when you get home, a reason to come home after work? And I was like, yeah. So I got Amazon Prime. I don't know if y'all know this, but for $125 a year, you can get the same happiness a kid gets you. Delivered on your doorstep in 48 hours.
I do I pay for my Amazon?
That's a good thing.
How much do I pay for my Amazon here for a year? I don't know, I can't remember. It's not up to that. It should be around 60 something euros. Or 70 euros for a year. Yeah. I guess here over here is.
Yeah. And I hate when people try to put, especially older parents, they try to put pressure on you to settle down. I think they forget that day to day is way harder than it was back in the day. I mean, meeting is easier today, but back in the day, you don't stop to think when your parents were dating, you could do whatever you want. Nobody would know. There's no cell phones with HD cameras to capture everything. You could be married, have another family right across town. Nobody asks no questions.
Yeah, those days, yeah.
There was no proof. Even if you got caught red-handed, somebody happened to have a big-ass camera on them and they took a picture of you, you got 2 weeks before that picture even got developed. That's why when older men try to talk to me about dating, I get upset because I'm like, sir, you don't got to face the challenges that young men got to face in modern dating.
Everything is being
like, you never had to video chat with your girlfriend at a funeral because she didn't believe that you were at a funeral. What if a woman doesn't believe you and you tell her that somebody died and you got to go to their funeral? And the crazy part is you really weren't going to a funeral. So now you gotta pull up to a random funeral home on the way to the club so you can take a picture of the corpse and save your relationship. I wasn't dealing with that back then.
Listen, the funny part is you may be doing nothing, I could remember when I was in this relationship, I had a relationship when I was in Switzerland. That should be around 4 to 5, 6 years ago. Or 5 years ago, if I'm right, yeah. Around 2016, I was in Switzerland, had this relationship that, actually, it's when I moved here, because she lives in Switzerland while I lived here in Germany, and we are still together at the time. We were together like a year or two together after I left Switzerland. And whenever she called, be like, "Where are you?" Because it's not like when I was in Switzerland. When I was in Switzerland, it's a little bit kind of a police country where we intend to stay more indoors than here that we stay outdoors. You know, nobody disturbs you here as long as you're not doing anything illegal. But in Switzerland, once you're a black person, you're a suspect. When they see you on the road, the police will embarrass you like anyhow. Most especially in the city, in the city where I lived before. If a policeman is passing on the street, they will stop and they will go after you, which was crazy. It was so crazy. I have to leave that place. So whenever she calls, she'll be like, "Where are you at? Can I see you?" Blah blah blah. Make a video. Oh my God, that was very, very stressful. So sometimes I may be out with the boss or I'm at somewhere, you know, not doing anything wrong, but when she call, I'll be like, okay, I'll have to look for a particular place that is cool to just call her. Not because where I was wrong, but she will misunderstand the environment in which I was at the time. So I would rather go to a place that will make her feel okay, cool. Oh boy, it was crazy.
And the issue is, millennials, we put a lot of pressure on the people we date. That's why nobody's selling it now. We expect a lot from our partners. I read an article the other day that said that the number one turnoff for women right now is men with bad grammar. Which goes to show you how much more sophisticated women are than men. The fact that you wouldn't sleep with a guy because he has bad grammar. That'd be like a guy not having sex with a girl because she has
You see, you know what I'm thinking? Because there is no reason a guy wouldn't go after a girl because of anything. I don't see any reason.
I can't even think of a real reason not to say
Yeah, no reason.
Guys don't care about grammar. I asked one of my boys, I was like, "Yo, you care about a woman's grammar?" He was like, "What do you mean? Like her period?" I was like, "Never mind." You guys can go. Thank you.
Oh my God. Bro, man, this guy is cool. I will reacting to others, his other comedy. It's awesome. I think this guy was, I think, I come in contact with him some years ago, around 2 years ago or something. Man, I fell in love with his work. He's cool, man. He's calm, he's calculated, and I love everything he does. Guys, and I believe that you guys really enjoyed this video as much as I did. So, before I sign out, I want you guys to subscribe to this channel. Share this video. Leave a comment. Bring your friends in. Let's do this channel, man. I love you guys. I'm doing my part, guys. Do your part. MrCandyLuv is signing out.